Hello, this is William for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel. Playing a EIK WM France deck G4 G5 game with LadyInWaiting, Kimball, and Shoot. LadyInWaiting and Kimball in particular, I both know to be excellent players. Don't know very much about Shoot. But yeah, let's get the draft underway. Okay. So nothing that blows me away with my first pick. I could take Gardener combo, but it's not really that strong, and it's very likely that I get a card in the second pack that's way stronger than that combo. I think I just take a generically decent card here. Reed Collector. Reed Collector with the Braid Maker, there's some synergy there. I think the pick though is Parquet. I think Parquet Setter might be the best first pick of this pile. Just because it's usually worth like 4 or 5 food and 2 or 3, or 4 or 5 wood and 2 or 3 food, and that's an okay action early on with any strategy. Remodeler's okay. Racing Stable Manager goes pretty well with the Parquet Setter, actually, especially if I get any support for building. If I get any support for building stables, then I think Racing Stable Manager is the best pick. But Remodeler might be just a little bit better. I think I'm going to try Racing Stable Manager. Anytime I build a stable and I pay 2 wood and a food for a stable and a field, and then I would get a wood and a food back with my Parquet Setter. So that's pretty good value. I think the cards here to consider are Haberdasher, Acrobat, and Scapegrace. If I got Scapegrace 7th pick, that would be great, but the rest of the pile is pretty crap, so I think that's unlikely to happen. Haberdasher might be good. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Acrobat could be good. Thing is, I'm thinking about plowing with the Racing Stable Manager, so then the plow with Acrobat is not really all that strong. I think what I do here is take Scapegrace, because generally the occupations that I've seen haven't blown me away. So yeah. Here the pick is Hedgekeeper, almost certainly. Quite good. And then here, under Gardener. Gardener usually gets played later than under Gardener, so the interaction with Scapegrace is a bit weird. Gardener is really good if you get a cooking hearth, because you can have 2 planted vegetable fields and then just eat all your vegetable, which is quite nice. I think I'll take Undergardener. Undergardener might be just a tiny bit better in this situation, but I don't know, it's hard for me to say. Blackberry Farmer is okay with Hedgekeeper, but I'm not really that sold by it. I've never felt like I need to play it. Being able to have a pasture really early to hold a breeding pair of animals is nice, but I haven't seen any other reason in particular to go for that strategy. And it pushes back your room building. I think what I do here is I take Wealthy Man, just because I'm not that sold on my occupation. Say I get miners, or the game pushes me to not play ox. Well, I might play Wealthy Man late and then play Scapegrace right after it for some point actions, and then otherwise ignore my my improvements. I'll take Card Player here. Not likely to play any of those 3, but I don't know. Card Player might be playable. Okay, Broom. Broom is very good. Clay Hut Extension is very good. I think, though, with the fact that I have Racing Stable Manager, the pick here is Sawhorse. A free stable, well, the stable you pay for and then 5 wood. It's quite nice. Ooh, there is Carpet. So Carpet would push me towards building fences early. But then I don't really have a way of getting wood for that room. Yeah, I think Sawhorse is the pick. I think Broom's good, but Broom's kind of a guess. You don't... It's not like it very... It could be better, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how to play this game. It's kind of a strange combination. Okay, well, Guest Room, that's a card that pushes me towards holding animals early because I want a ton of food. Evening Prayer with Undergardener, and Evening Prayer doesn't really go with Parquet Setter because you want to play Parquet Setter before you plow, and it also doesn't really go with Racing Stable Manager. Does go with Undergardener though, which is nice. Not going to take Iron Oven, not going to take any of these. Could take Lamp Oil. I think I'll take Guest Room here. So I have Alms. I think I might take Alms because then with Alms I can pretty much I'll get a bunch of food which I can use to pay for the guest room, and then it's another improvement that doesn't require any played occupations or anything. It probably will come back around, Alms will, but I think I take it here just in case. So yeah, I could skip all occupations this game, play Wealthy Man in like round 8, and then play Scapegrace in round 9. Something like that. Or hope Evening Prayer comes back, and then at some point I play Evening Prayer with Wealthy Man and then Scapegrace, and that'd be worth, I don't know, some amount of bonus points. And then other than that, I just go for a nice farm. Racing Stable Manager pushes you towards a very high point value farm because you get lots of fields, lots of stables, which you don't necessarily always build stables. And then Sawhorse would provide me with a ton of wood so that I can maximize my fencing. None of these are any good. I'll take bonus, just in case I play under gardener. Yeah. One of the passing minors might be a little bit better, but with Wealthy Man, I want to have played occupations, so or played improvements. So I haven't really focused in on these, but Scapegrace, bonus point for each complete round left to play when you play it, or stage. So if you play it round 8 or 9, it's worth 3 points, which is decent for not having to pay any building resources or anything. And then Wealthy Man, if it's your first occupation, you get a bonus point for every improvement you've played. Here, I think I will take Carpet. I could take Pole Barns. Pole Barns would give me my second, third, and fourth stables. But that means Racing Stable Manager would only be a 2-point card. You know what? Carpet is quite good. I think Pole Barns is also good. I might not even play Racing Stable Manager. I think I'll stick with that. The Basket Maker's Workshop upgrade is really nice for whoever drafted the Basket Maker's occupation. Here I'll take lamp oil. And I'll take what are the odds that I'm going to get pottery? Yeah, I don't like Glass Blower Shop that much. I do like animal feed. It can be good. Can be worth either a bunch of food or some points or some combination of the two. Have I seen any 4-wood occupations with bonus points? Not off the top of my head. Yeah, I think I'll take animal feed. So not my best draft. I was really unfocused, I think, partially because of the parquet setter first pick. And I have first action. Do I want to play occupations? If I want to play occupations, I should probably play one here. Otherwise, Reedstone Food first action is okay. Or even 3 wood so that I can hold sheep. Oh, Reedstone Food. Hmm. Yeah, I'll probably take 2 clay here either way. Yeah, it makes me that some amount more likely to get the first fireplace. So yeah, none of my occupations have, or none of my minors have an occupation prerequisite. So I think I like the idea of, even if I don't play Scapegrace, but just play Wealthy Man at the end of the game, that could be good. Yeah, that could be good. Bonus will be kind of awkward to play as I don't really have a reason to go on day labor, but I mean, 2 food and enabling me to play a 2-point free 2-point miner is not so bad. 2 food and a point, or 2 food and 2 points, depending on how you look at it. So there's a major miner. I'll read stone food again. So yeah, if I can get well, I'll definitely go for well this game. Because I have the first 2 stone that's available, so that's a nice start. So Lady-in-Waiting has a major improvement combo. Whenever she plays a major improvement, she gets a boar and can pay a food to plow a field. So even if you eat the boar right away, if you have a cooking hearth, it's 2 food in a field. Nice little combo. So there are no actions that I really want here. I could take 2 wood, but 2 wood is kind of bleh. So I think I play the fireplace here. And I really hope that sheep comes out next round. Lady-in-Waiting plays Brickyard. So that's good for her because it's going to give her some clay, but it's also good for me because she's going to get the clay late, so it's very unlikely that I have any competition for the first sheep grab. So with my guest room, then that's a good thing. So yeah, with my guest room, I'm hoping for sheep to come in round 3, and I'm hoping for family growth to come in round 7. If I can make that happen, it'll be quite nice. There's the sheep. Good start. So I'll grab 3 wood with my first action. Second action, I'm not... If I can get 3 wood twice, that would be ideal. But I think that's probably unlikely. Might be like 3 wood and starting player or something. Or 3 wood and then a 3 food action. Yeah, probably one of those two. Kimball plays Evening Prayer, Countryman, and Fieldsman. This is a cute combo because the Countryman gives you 1 good, and then the Fieldsman says when you sow 1 good, you sow 2 extra. So, not amazing, but it's definitely something. I'll grab 3 food here, just because I need food. So here, 4 wood would be quite good. I would like to starting player at some point. Four wood goes, of course. So I'll do 3 wood. So it's pretty unlikely that I don't think Shoot will build with his next action. I think probably he'll wait until round 5, because then he can build 2 rooms at once. So I don't want that to happen. I want to take starting player here probably. But if Shoot does build a room, then I don't need to do starting player. And if I did play starting player, what would I play with it? I guess I don't really have any amazing candidates of miners to play. Shoot plays fireplace. Okay. So he's saying I have to choose. I have to choose getting that sheep grab, or I can't have both. I get a sheep grab or I get first room. I don't get both. So I guess I will grab the sheep. The room would be nice. Now if family growth comes next round, I'll be upset, but that's only a 1 1/3 chance of happening, and I'm gonna bet on the 2 and 3. Oh, and sure enough, family growth comes out round 5. Oh well. It was a possibility. LadyInWaiting's at 2 stone now. Can beat me to the well. I would like to play the well, of course. But I need to get on Reedstone food to enable myself to do that. I could starting player guest room here and put 7 food on the guest room. Because if I don't starting player, Kimball can build a room before me next round. And either way, Shoot is able to grow twice in a row. So I guess I'll do this. And put 7 food on it. And I don't get to use the action this round. Hmm. Should have 0 food. Yeah. Lady-in-Waiting caught it as well. Things that I could do here. I'll take 4 clay. 4 clay is alright. I would rather be taking wood and raid to push myself towards building a room and growing, but those actions are not that good at the moment. So I think what I'll do actually is I'll grab reedstone food next round, and then I'll only build clay rooms. I won't build any wood rooms. Yeah, this will work out okay. Yeah, especially since Lady-in-Waiting deliberately wants to avoid taking clay. And Kimball already has clay for clay oven, and Shoot already has a fireplace. Yeah, so Kimball, his feeding has been very difficult. Not getting any reedstone food actions in round 1, and actually not only 1 reedstone food action in stage 1, and then having to day labor for his first feeding. And then, of course, he didn't get his grain sown in time. So not getting his grain sown in time means he doesn't have a grain now to buy clay oven and bake with. So yeah, that's setting him back quite a bit, I think. So I want to take food there because I want to hopefully starve Shoot. Or at least scare him out of family growthing again this round. So Lady-in-Waiting gets a room thanks to Kimball's feeding problems. Gets to jump him in order. So yeah, it's quite difficult for him. But his feeding problems means that Shoot is put on under a lot more pressure for feeding, so that is excellent. excellent for me, I should say, and for Lady in Waiting. I think the two of us are gaining quite a bit out of this because she's going to be able to family growth and play Cooking Hearth next round, and the Hearth will give her a boar, and she can eat the 2 boar, so it's quite nice. Also, Lady in Waiting, of course, has the Remodeler, which I can assume thanks to the fact that she built a stable. I can infer that she took it because of the stable. Shoot here to starting player. And I'll play the well. Two, three, four, 5. And I have enough food to feed myself at this upcoming harvest, so probably I'll use alms for the 3rd or 4th harvest, one of those two. And it'll be really strong to be able to do that. So I need to take clay, I need to take reed, I need to take wood. Those are all on my to-do list. And I want to be past clay hut extension, wherever that is. Oh, coke stove. So that helps him with his feeding, and then he did reedstone food. He's probably going to have to day labor as well, looks like. Lady in Waiting plays the Cooking Hearth, no surprise there. Gets the clay with her brickyard. Be interested to see if she builds the more expensive Cooking Hearth. Nope, okay, she chooses to leave herself with 1 clay in her supply. That's not too surprising. Kimball plays Baker's Servant. Oh, this is nice. Whenever you bake bread, you plow a field. So now his taking a grain and then jumping to sow, he'll be able to sow the 1 grain that he harvests off here, or sow the 1 grain that he picks up, and then bake the grain that he harvests on here. So it's a nice combo. Four clay or 3 reed. I think 4 clay. So the nice thing about guest room is that it's a family growth action that's available. Um, the nice thing about all the minors and the occupations that give you a family growth action really early is that you can potentially grow in like round 4 or 5, and family growth might not come out till round 7. So you just grow ridiculously, like a lot earlier than you could have. So of course I would have preferred family growth to come out in round 7 so that I could get more benefit out of my guest room. But even so, it's nice because I got to grow and build a room essentially in one action. Now the drawback is I have to feed all that guest at once, that family member all at once. Also, I don't get points for the room or the person. So that's kind of the drawback. But I think the 7 actions that it gave me should make up for that. Here, there's not really anything that I really want to do. I think I will starting player just because when I build a room, I'm going to want my free stable from Sawhorse. And also it's another improvement out of the way so that if I do want to next round Wealthy Man Scapegrace, then I could do that. But I think I probably want to. I definitely want to hold off on Wealthy Man until I play Alms, um, and I'll probably play Alms whenever I family growth, which might be round 9. Yeah, I might get to grow in round 9 depending on how things work out. Oh, I'm So he plays Prefect. So it's better than 1 food. It'll be quite a bit more than 1 or 2 foods. That's nice. So it means that he turns a wood into 4 food each harvest, which is a good amount. So I want to get a reed so that I can build a room. So I think I take 1 reed here. Although 4 wood would be good as well, I think the second reed is very important. I do hope I get past Clay Hut extension, although it's possible that Kimball has it. Lady-in-Waiting might have it too. Hard to say. I wouldn't mind fencing before my next animal grab because then I could start having breeding pairs of animals. Um, Miller just lets him. I think this effect will be pretty negligible. But he might have Haberdasher. If he has Haberdasher, like going on the grain replaces the bake action that he would lose on so bake for doing so minor. So yeah, might be good. I build a room here so that I can guarantee myself family growth next round. So Lady-in-Waiting starting players, Basket Maker's Workshop to guarantee herself being able to build a room next round. So my guess is that Kimball's maybe given up on building a room. I don't know. He might still. Um, I don't know if he thought someone else was going to take clay oven from him. I guess it's so important that he really cannot afford to lose it. So, I don't know. It's difficult for me to evaluate that. Here, I'm going to fence, and my third fence is free. So I pay 1 wood to fence off this stable, and now I can hold a breeding pair of animals, so I'll either get 3 sheep or 2 boar next round. Oh wait, whoops. No, that's not how Sawhorse works. Sawhorse would save me 1 if I built 3, but I only had 2 wood. So I'll just ask LadyInWaiting to pass back. And I will take 2 sheep, because then I can... do that. Because now I can play lamp oil on my starting player action next round. I could do day labor as well, day labor family growth, but I think LadyInWaiting might first action build a room, so that means I'll have to first action family growth. It's also nice because now I can eat one of those 2 sheep and have 7 food, so I don't have to worry about taking food next round if I don't want to. Oh, is family growth... family growth... I could have family growth there. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, I could have family growth there. But I think enabling me to play lamp oil, it's a 2-point action, and it gives me some more food. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this turn of events. I think taking the 4 sheep is good too, because yeah, it does make it a bit harder for Shoot to feed this harvest. Not much, but just that little bit means he's going to have to... He probably was going to have to take fishing anyways, but yeah, just putting him under a little bit more pressure. So I think we have a rule where the acrobat can't go on grain if Kimball was occupying grain. I should double check that. Compendium. Acrobat. If the country pond, you take it in order. You cannot move the same person twice. You cannot move to an action space that was occupied. So yeah, so if Kimball is on grain, he can't use the acrobat to go to grain. Not that it's likely to be an issue or come up, but just something to be aware of. I should have a guest. 3 more actions with my guest. Fence Overseer for Kimball. So yeah, he has nice cards. His plan was to set up this awesome sewing, baking, easy food strategy, and then use his Fence Overseer to fill up his farm with fences. But yeah, I think he's been obstructed a little too much for it to totally pay off, which is sad for him. So in order to fence, how many would I need? I would need to fence 7 in order to hold 2 breeding pairs. So with Sawhorse, that is 5 wood. So I now have enough wood to be able to do fence 7. Yeah, I think I'll probably do that. I want to start just using the plow action space a bunch as well. I think if Boar gets untaken and Shoot does not build a cooking hearth this round, I'll probably do that, and then I'll plan on grabbing 3 Boar with my first action next round. And that'll be quite good. Yeah, having to eat one of my sheep that will allow me to breed, is kind of sad, but I think it's going to be okay. So now here, I can fence 7 for 5 wood. Feed 5 sheep. So at this point, my wealthy man's worth 5 points already. So that's quite good. What other things am I likely to play? I could play bonus. I could play carpet. Yeah, carpet's probably the easiest thing for me to play. If I do carpet to starting player round 12, then if family growth is available round 12, I can family growth that round. If not, I can plow sow in round 13 with first action, and then later on family growth. Yeah, farm steward for Shoot. It's quite nice. So I still have Alms, so probably I starting player and play Alms in round 11. Yeah. I think I'll probably do that. And then here I get 3 boar. That's really nice. So things, I want to get my plows going. I need to take more wood. How much more wood do I need? I need, I'm at 7, and I've saved 2 with my sawhorse, so 8, and saved 3. So I need 5 wood to do all the rest of my fences. So 2 actions on wood. Do I want to take sheep with this move? Or do I want to hopefully let it get to 3 next round? I think if I don't take sheep here and Lady-in-Waiting take sheep, then my carpet will never come to pass. So I think I take sheep here. I think I want to make all my opponents' ways to feed really inefficient, and animals are super efficient generally, so yeah, I want to keep them from using animals as much as I can. So yeah, one of my next 2 actions will be plow, and then the other one I'm not sure. Not sure if I'll even Reno again. Haven't decided. Because I'm only on 3 rooms, so like the stone oven is easier for me to build than Renoing, and it's worth the same number of points. Of course, Reno you can do other stuff on the Reno space, so maybe that's a reason to consider Reno, is that it'll be a space for me to play bonus on, and then bonus would be worth 3 points, so in total it would be 6 points. But the downside of that is I'm gonna have to do 2 actions to get enough stuff to Reno. So yeah, I'll start to plow now. Gonna want to take vegetable, take grain. So LadyInWaiting starting player here. So yeah, with shoot jumping, LadyInWaiting and Kimball in the family growth queue, I feel even better about delaying family growth 1 round, because it's not good that shoot got to grow to his 5th person even earlier, but it kind of takes LadyInWaiting and Kimball out of the game. So now I think I can just focus most of my attention on trying to beat shoot. Helpful Neighbors goes to Kimball, and I have 1 action left. Anything in particular that I want to do? Not really. So I think I'm just going to take grain with this move. So yeah, I could take 2 stone at any time. Taking 2 stone and then building a stone oven would be handy, because it would be 2 moves for 4 points. 3 from the stone oven itself, and then it's another improvement, of course, which improves my wealthy man. Yeah, that's actually as good. It's actually, you trade 2 food for a point, so I could take day labor and then bonus, and that would be 3 points with wealthy man. And so stone oven is worth 1 more point, but it takes away 2 food. I think with alms I don't have to worry about the food here. I think I starting player alms with my first action, unless someone else does, in which case I probably have to major improvement on. Maybe not. Maybe I can hold on to alms. I mean, the longer I hold on to it, the better it gets, of course. Oh, there's stone oven from LadyInWaiting. Okay. Oh, with the family growth space, of course. Family growth space. So I want to eat a boar and let my sheep breed, because if I do that, I can then play carpet next round. But Kimball starting players with his first move. So Kimball, of course, hoping for... Is he hoping for plow sow? He might not even use plow sow if it's there. Plow sow doesn't give him a bake action, which he wants. Yeah. So I have 2 food in my supply, with second one comes from well, and then if I eat a boar, that's 4 food. So then I only actually need to make 2 more food in order to be able to feed here. Playing wealthy man would actually give me a food, which is kind of funny. Not too much for me to do. I think I plow. I only need 2 food, so I could day labor, do the day labor play. Yeah, go on day labor and then play bonus. That'd be okay. Not great, but 2 moves for 3 points and 2 food. Yeah, it's okay. And then I starting player some point in the future. Kimball played Panda. I didn't highlight that. So I've been a bunch of cards played that I haven't really highlighted. Really focusing on my own game. This one, whenever you take read, you get a bonus point. So can be really good, especially if you want to sit on reedstone food. I'll take vegetable. Because now, if I get a plow sow action, I'll be able to sow both kinds of goods, which would be handy. And yeah, my last 2 actions will be day labor and then major minor bonus. That'll work. And then my first action around 12 will be starting player play carpet. Looking good. And then probably in round 13 I play alms. So I think major minor is safe. I think it's pretty unlikely that shoot blocks it. It is possible, but he would have to do it with this action. Which he might play joinery here. It is possible. He did see bonus. So we'll see. We'll watch what he does. Oh, he takes a boar. Oh, that works. And I'll play bonus. And I feed 4 food. Oh. And then here in round 12, I use the last of my guest room actions. Family growth came out, which is what I wanted, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I want family growth because then I can use my carpet this round. So yeah, excellent. Best case for me. Actually, I don't even need to starting player here. I could, because I could just first action family growth. But I think getting plow sow next round will be really nice. Yeah, I think it's still good for me to do that. Also, then I get my carpet played so that if I did want to, yeah, I think I do this. So I could, taking vegetable would be 2 points, taking grain would be 2 points. Because I'll get to sow another one of them. Kimball's hoping for sleeping corner. So he plays broom here on his family growth action. So yeah, this is a good example of your first pick is parquet setter, and you're not really happy with the rest of your draft. So I do need to take wood. I've been totally skimping on that. Yes, because I definitely want to get another fence action. Shoot has done every single fence he can. Kimball is very likely to only use the stable space to fence. So I would like to be able to fence in round 13. Yeah. So I have 2 more moves left. I'm how many? One of which is going to be family growth for sure. What will my other move be? I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 actions, just the same that I have here. So one of my actions will be alms. One action will take wood. One action play fencing. Yeah, I think it's worth getting the 2 points. It is another 2 points if I play take vegetable. Okay. And maybe it'll be food that I eat. I do have 4 food available, and then I could eat one of the vegetables that I harvest, which would put me up to 6. So yeah, I'm doing okay. Oh, one of my actions will be a family growth action. I could hold my family growth until round 14 if I need to, because I think I'm going to run out of point moves most likely. Probably I'll just end up taking a bunch of food towards the end of the game. Here, family growth. And now my guest room is empty, but I think I've gotten quite a bit out of it, so very happy with how it's worked out. So if my 4 actions next round are plow, sow, take wood, fence, and then 4th one could be family growth or play alms. Probably I choose to play alms, and then in round 14 my first action would probably have to be playing wealthy man, to just to make sure that it gets out there, because it'll be worth quite a bit for me. Which means that if I want a fence, I probably need to do it next round, because Lady-in-Waiting might block me out of fencing, or Kimball might block me out of fencing. Either of those 2 things might happen, which would be a pain. Absent on build room, no surprise, of course, because of his oh, I see. Miller is whenever someone else takes grain. Oh, that's very good. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. Miller plus Baker's Servant. Quite nice. Lady-in-Waiting first action starting players. No surprise there. It's very common in round 13 because it gives you control of one of the two Reno actions in round 14. So I take 3 wood so that I can plow or fence with my next action. Well, it won't be with my next action. It's just to enable me defense with one of my next 2. Probably my next action will be alms. Although I could... alms is worth 12 food. Yeah, that's double what sheep's worth. Yeah, definitely going to take alms with my next move. And they've all seen it, so they're probably expecting it to come out here. Might be part of why Lady-in-Waiting starting player to first move, because she figured that if it got back around to me, I would starting player alms. Not that that would be so bad for her, because I'm not contesting with her for Reno, but... So here I make the play that will hopefully surprise no one, because they've all seen it. 12 food alms. Oh, so Lady-in-Waiting fenced. Okay. That just means I need defense in the last round, which I should be able to. I think what I do this harvest is I'm going to eat a sheep and let my boar breed up, with the plan being that in round 14 I won't eat any animals and let both of them breed up to the next cycle, because my boar will be at 4 and my sheep will be at 3. Unfortunately, I don't have room to let them both breed here. I can only let one of them breed. Well, I'll let them both breed, but I have to eat one of them. I can't just let them both go up to 4, which I think is what I would prefer to do. But yeah, this is okay too. And here I do the move that'll surprise no one. Well, they might not remember it's out there. 1, 2, 3. So that my wealthy man is worth 7 points. Sheep. And 6 food. So my boar breed up. Oh. Yeah, Braggart would be nice. Well, I won't say anything about my first pick yet, but I'll say it later. I'll say Wealthy Man is the pick that you take when all your occupations are not that good. Or crap. And you don't have to play occupation in round 1. Usually if 3 wood and reedstone food is gone, then playing occupation is the next best thing in round 1, even if your occupations aren't great. But certainly with the combo that I had, I was fortunate to start with reedstone food or 3 wood available to me. Definitely reedstone food was the best because, yeah, it enabled me to get the well, which I needed the well to put my point ceiling up with all those beautiful bonus points. Yeah. So hopefully Kimball doesn't block me from fencing next round. I think that's pretty much the only thing that could happen. Oh, Lady-in-Waiting might fence. She could take 3 wood and then fence second action. But no, she's almost certainly going to plow, so I would think. So my fence action should be alright. My food is actually going to work out perfectly. Because I have 7, and then I eat the 2 grain, which are worth no points, and then I family growth, so I'm gonna need 9. So it's perfect number. So yeah, pretty happy with how this has gone so far. I don't know how I stack up compared to Shoot. Shoot is, of course, having a nice game. He's going to have 4 stone rooms. He's got to 5 people nice and early. He does have a couple improvement points. Now, he doesn't have any bonus points. His first pick was probably Farm Steward. Very unlikely that anything else that Kimball passed him Farm Steward. So yeah, he's having a good game. He's got 4 rooms. He's going to be able to build some stables. Um, he's at maximum fields. He might get to maximum crops with his extra actions. So yeah, he had a good game as well, of course. Shoot did. So we'll see if I can beat him. I'm not sure if I will or not. Getting 7 points from Wealthy Man is good, and having the well kind of counteracts the points from the farm. But on top of that, I think he has more. He definitely has. His board is better. I have more improvement and bonus points than him, definitely, but not sure if that'll be enough. Our animal points will probably be similar, although I'll have a -1 on cattle, which is too bad. Definitely would like to have gotten another cattle played. So what do I have here for the rest of the game? What is worth points to me? Taking a grain and then food. The two have to go together, I think. Oh, Shoot will play joinery. He won't play, yeah. That makes sense. Fencing is safe, so I don't have to fence with this action. So I can do something else. Think. I think I take sheep. Yeah, because even though I eat it here, it blocks a 2-point move from Shoot, and then I can take grain for 1 point later on. And I think that is a way to give. In total, it'll be 2 actions for 3 points, even though I didn't really get any points for the sheep directly. I think that'll be okay. I think it's like not 2 points for that. I think it's like two moves for 4 points. So that's okay. Yeah, because the sheep, if it takes 2 away from him and gives me 2 food, which is a point. Yeah, so that I think that's okay. He might not have wanted to take sheep anyways because he can't hold a sheep on his farm. So my fence is still safe. Fence is still safe. And I'm going to family growth as well. So yeah, so I only have 3 moves left. First move will be grain. I think it's my only point action remaining to me. And then I will fence next action, and then I'll family growth for my final action of the game. So I could start marking my points here. Gonna get 2 extra there as well. So we'll have 1 unused farmyard space, so getting another plow would have been nice. But I can't complain about anything. This game has gone pretty well for me, I think. Here I'll fence. So I save 3 with my sawhorse. So this is a pretty nice game in terms of optimization. Like I'm at the threshold for so many points, which is nice. Like I have just the perfect amount of food. Yes, the 3 fences removed. That's corrected by errata. They're asking about Fence Dealer. So Fence Dealer says remove the other 3 fences from the game. This card was actually issued an errata. I don't know if it was by the publisher or if it was just an accepted ruling that we would stroke this out. And it's actually kind of funny because there's also a precedent that we can ignore parenthesized text as well. So it's kind of like based on that ruling, we already had a precedent for ignoring the other 3 fences from the game. So then, just for clarity, we said, okay, imagine this line isn't here. So if the line isn't there, then there's no reason that LadyInWaiting couldn't get the 3 fences from Shoot with her Midnight Fencer. And I feed 9. And those breed, and that breeds. So I have my score plus 10. So probably like 48 maybe? I'm not totally sure. 49. So 39, 7, 3, 49 here. GG. So I'm not sure. That's probably not enough to beat Shoot, because he's going to have 2 bonus points from his coke stove. Yeah, and then he breeds 2 animals. So yeah, I think almost definitely not enough. Yeah, 48. He's at 50, so even if he eats a boar and a cattle, which he doesn't have to, he only has to eat he can eat a boar and a cattle actually. So yeah, looks like Shoot beats me. The farm steward, of course, very good. Yeah, so 51 for shoot. So shoot beats me by 2 points. So unfortunately, I didn't get another plow off or didn't get a cattle. Either of those would have been quite nice. Um, yeah, this is kind of what happens. I'm pretty happy with how this game went, considering I only played one occupation. It was going to be hard for me to crack 50 with only a 3-room clay house. So I think I needed a bit more. But yeah, I'll take a quick look at this draft. Um, so yeah, quite a nice game by Shoot. I've played with him a couple times recently, but haven't really got a sense of how he is. Yeah, he's doing quite well recently, winning a third of his games. It's very good. Okay, let's take a look at the draft quick, and then I'm gonna stop this for now. 278213. Okay, my first pick was Parquet Setter, which is a full point in power below Reed Collector, and hugely below Master Huntsman. Okay. So I should have taken Master Huntsman. Maybe Reed Collector. Reed Collector did go all the way around, which is kind of funny. I guess Kimball took Countryman from this pile, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, so I first picked Parquet Setters. Yeah, that was a mistake. I wasn't really thrilled with any of these, but Master Huntsman at power 4.1, that's really good. I guess it gives you 3 food every time you play a major improvement, or it gives you a boar, which is a point or half a point. It's usually about 0.75 points. Okay, so I should have taken Master Huntsman. And then with Master Huntsman, what do I take here? Not Pig Breeder, because I think it'll come around. Probably I take Remodeler. The only reason I took Racing Stable Manager is because I thought I was going to do combo it with Parquet Setter. Yeah, so then I didn't take Remodeler. And actually, did LadyInWaiting even end up using her Remodeler? I don't remember. I assume she took it. She might not have. Yeah, I took Racing Stable Manager. So I think I'm okay with Racing Stable Manager over Pig Breeder, which is the only other card with higher power. But yeah, probably it was a mistake not to take Remodeler here. But given that I first pick Master Huntsman, I probably do take Remodeler. I don't know. I feel like Remodeler's dropped in value a lot. People are feeling that it's not as strong. I don't know. It's hard to say. Here I took Scapegrace. So Scapegrace, I'm okay with that. 2.2 power, equal with Haberdasher. Hedgekeeper, best card. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Would I have taken Scapegrace with the other cards? Probably I would have taken Acrobat. So Remodeler, Master Huntsman. Yeah, probably I'd take Acrobat because it gives me an easy way to get some food and grain early, which I can use to build ovens, which I want to do with my Master Huntsman, assuming I went that way. And then here I took, would have taken none of the, I wouldn't have played any of these. Yeah. Wouldn't have played any of these. Probably I'd take Midnight Fencer just because there's a chance it's useful at the end of the game. And then here, yeah, none of these are any good. Okay. So my first pick in this pile was Sawhorse. Sawhorse is actually really close to Clayhut Extension in terms of stats. So that's very interesting. If I'd taken Remodeler, I would have taken Clayhut Extension because then it's easy for me to go up to 5 people. Yeah, although Sawhorse would have been really good. Sawhorse is still good. I think probably Clayhut Extension I would have taken. So yeah, at this point, my draft is significantly different from what it was. But given what I did take, I think my only major mistake was Racing Stable Manager over Remodeler. No, it was Parquet Setter over Master Huntsman, because it just put me down a really, really bad path. Because I wouldn't have taken Racing Stable Manager over Remodeler if I'd done Master Huntsman. Here I took Guest Room. Evening Prayer actually has higher value. Evening Prayer would have been good for me because I could have done Family Growth or Starting Player, play Wealthy Man, and then play something else, like the one that's point per completed round left to play. Yeah, either of those would have been okay. But I first picked Guest Room, 3.4 power compared to 4.0. Yeah, I dismissed Evening Prayer because of the Parquet Setter. So I thought, I'm not going to play, I want to play Parquet Setter before I do any plowing. So that, in that case, Evening Prayer doesn't interact with Parquet Setter at all. So this is another example of a point where I think my draft got interfered with by kind of what I had in my mind for my first pick, Parquet Setter. So yeah, am I still happy with Guest Room over Evening Prayer? I might still do it. But if I'm going to go up to 5 people, I probably don't take Guest Room. In which case I pass it, which maybe that would have turned out badly. I don't know. Yeah. But with the draft I had so far, I'm happy with the Guest Room, I think. Because I did need the extra growth early. With the more... I needed a lot more actions, so... Here I took Alms. Would Alms have come back around? Maybe, although with Kimball having Evening Prayer, he may have decided, okay, I'll use Evening Prayer to play a couple minors late. Stone Chimney is good. Wouldn't have been worth any points for me because I didn't get to Stone. Carrots. Did I fulfill the prereq for Carrots? Carrots is a free point, so free points are always good. Yeah, I think Alms was sufficiently good enough for me that I didn't want to risk losing it. Here I take bonus over Liquid Manures rated higher. I don't know. Not too much in between them. Not too much to differentiate them. Here, Carpet. Very happy with this. Carpet worked out great. Unblockable family growth actions when you're on 3 people and your 4th is coming from the guest house is good. I'm surprised actually its power is so low. Then here I took Lamp Oil over Iron Oven. Yeah, free point. 3 stone is kind of expensive for me. And I didn't bake any grains. So yeah, I think I'm okay with that pick. Although Iron Oven at 3.5 power. Oof, that's really strong. I think it's probably because it allows you to turn a grain into 6 food. And so if you're in the situation in which you want to take Iron Oven, it's just even better because Clay Oven for 5 food is great, but grain to 6 food with Iron Oven is even better. It combos super well with baking strategies, of course. And then here I took Animal Feed. Probably Glassblower's Shop would have been better. Yeah, I didn't end up playing Animal Feed, of course. I did get, yeah, you know what? Animal Trap would have been good for me as well. 2 cattle instead of a 2 sheep action. So I family growth and play Animal Trap instead of the 2 sheep action that I did. So then maybe Lamp Oil gets played later or not at all. Yeah. Yeah, probably Animal Trap. Even though I didn't know I was going to get the well. And the only reason I got the well was because I got Reedstone Food the first 2 rounds. Yeah, I wasn't planning on starting player that much in stage 1, and usually you have to get Reedstone Food, so... I don't know. Animal Feed probably a mistake either way, though. Glassblower Shop or Animal Trap both would be significantly better. Anyways, I've rambled on for quite a bit. thanks for watching, if you made it all the way to the end. Yeah, I appreciate hearing you guys' feedback. Lots of comments in the last video, which is always excellent. Thanks very much, and I'll see you guys next time.